This is the feeling that makes you remember why you need a trip. Because travel is the best investment in memories and personal growth. You can't help but notice how people here walk with a style that captivates. Because that mental peace you see isn't a coincidence. It's the reward of someone who has decided to live without complications. That's the confidence that comes from knowing you can be whoever you want. Because paradise isn't just a place, it's a mental state. Because the first step toward this confidence is to stop pretending to be someone you're not. The sound of the horn in traffic is replaced by that of waves breaking on the shore. Because true elegance is living without fear of being who you really are. What would be the first thought you'd let go of? Because that fullness they radiate isn't a coincidence. It's the result of choosing simplicity over chaos. In the work, everyone competes for the promotion. But here, the only competition is with yourself from yesterday. This is the paradise mindset you can take with you wherever you go. That's the carefreeness that's felt when you live on your own terms. Here, elegance isn't bought, it radiates from within. You can't help but notice the way people here live with a confidence that disarms. Pure natural elegance. This is the beauty of being authentic. Because life is much more than others' opinions. That fullness with your current life is what turns every day into a movie worth living. This is the kind of place that reminds you that living is much more than just existing. Because that courage to dream big that you observe is exactly what your adventurous soul needs to remember. That's the carefreeness that only comes when you feel completely free. Did you notice the way people move here? With a freedom that hypnotizes? That's the confidence that's felt for miles. Tell me in the comments, what's the most striking thing about a place like this to you? What inspires you most about people who live with so much freedom in a place like this? Did you notice the elegance with which they move? Comment below. What would be the hardest thing for you to let go of to live like this? This is the beauty of a lifestyle where confidence is the best accessory. Here, each person lives with that same audacity, as if they had decided that limits are just suggestions. Pure confidence. Here, each person is living proof that mental peace is true wealth. Did you see how the crystal clear water of these virgin coasts hypnotizes anyone? Do you remember that feeling when time didn't exist and only the present moment mattered? It's an elegance that disarms you. You can't help but notice how people here radiate happiness in every step. This is the power of living without masks or forced performances. What would be your first activity in a place like this? You can't help but notice how people here walk with a style that captivates. Incredible how the sun highlights that person's confidence. It's a confidence that's earned over time when you feel good about yourself. While your GPS tells you where to go, here navigation comes from your inner compass and intuition. Do you remember when you dreamed of a place where you could be yourself without explanations or apologies? Observe how each person seems to have found that inner harmony we miss so much in routine. Look at how people feel so comfortable in their own skin, with total freedom. Life is much better when you stop worrying about what others will say. Just look at the silhouette that takes your breath away, with a confidence that's felt for miles. Right below, what do you think is the secret to this overwhelming confidence? This place teaches you to live without complexes. There's a sparkle in their eyes that only mental peace can give. Because life is too short to live it on autopilot. There's a confidence that disarms in the way each person lives their moment. Here, people don't just enjoy the sun, they enjoy life without regrets. Here, each person radiates that confidence that only comes from living in paradise. Because the beach is just a setting, the real magic is in the mindset. You can't help but notice the natural grace that dazzles in every movement. Just look at how that inner certainty is reflected in the tranquility of those who enjoy this paradise. Because these paradises aren't just destinations, they're experiences that change you forever. People live with a carefreeness that makes you want to put down the phone. Here, people walk with a lightness that demonstrates their total mental freedom. Can you imagine regaining that ability to be amazed that you had when life was more colorful? What would be the soundtrack of your life if you lived here? You can't help but notice how authenticity can be so powerful and attractive. Life is much better when you stop worrying about what others will say. Life is much simpler when you let happiness guide you. This is the beauty of being authentic. Just look at the radiant confidence that's breathed in every step they take on these beaches. Observe how each space here is filled with that same contagious vitality that makes life a celebration. Did you know there's a specific energy that only truly free people have? Share in the comments a word that describes the energy of this place. Did you notice how people walk here? Did you see the level of confidence that person has? Did you notice the way people move here, with a freedom that hypnotizes? It's an energy that's contagious, that makes you want to let go of all your worries. Would you dare to walk with this freedom and confidence every day? That confidence is the result of stopping running and starting to enjoy every step. While your streaming service keeps you on the couch, here entertainment comes from living your own daily adventure. Share in the comments a word that describes the energy of this place. You can't help but notice how the environment brings out the best in each person. Because life begins at the end of your comfort zone. What would your most confident and secure self do if they were on this beach? Do you remember when your reflection in the mirror pleased you without needing filters or excuses? Incredible how people here project a confidence that hypnotizes you. That awareness that you are what you consume in all senses of life. While your phone notifications don't stop ringing, people here only focus on the sun and sand. True happiness isn't in what you have, but in how you live. Leave it in the comments. What's the first thing you'd do if you were here? Haste takes you away from the present, but calm connects you with the essential. While your delivery app brings you fast food, here nutrition comes from also nourishing the soul. Because true audacity is living at your own pace. It's impossible not to notice how the environment brings out the best in everyone who walks here. Here, people don't just relax, they live with a freedom that inspires anyone. That's the confidence that's felt for miles. Tell me in the comments, what would be your first activity in a paradise like this? There's something about this paradisiacal environment that transports you to those moments when everything seemed to fit perfectly. It's an energy that's contagious, that makes you want to let go of all your worries. People here seem to float with a confidence that captivates. Answer in the comments. Because a change in mindset is the first step toward a fuller life. What would you do if you felt as confident and free as the people here every day? That's the difference between a life full of things and a life full of moments. What word would you use to describe the feeling of being here? Did you see the carefreeness with which they laugh and enjoy the moment? This place reminds you that life is for living, not for documenting. This is the elegance of living without needing to pretend to be someone else. While people worry about the future, here the only concern is the present. Comment below. What small change would you make today? This is proof that those dreams you put away in the drawer are still waiting for their moment to shine. You can't help but notice the natural elegance that radiates from every person under the sun. Because the beauty here is a life lesson. The most valuable destination isn't on a map. It's in your capacity for self-discovery. Look at the freedom with which that person walks along the shore, without any hurry. Imagine changing your agenda plans for the simple pleasure of a sunset. This is the transformative power of living a life with a positive focus. This is proof that freedom is a choice. It's impossible not to see how people here flow with a security that disarms. Can you imagine waking up every day with this view and this vibrant energy around you? Here, a tranquility is breathed that you only find in the most exclusive destinations on the planet. In the city, everything is formality, but here elegance is natural and effortless. The most effective therapy is the honest conversation you have with yourself in solitude. In the city, people worry about what others will say. But here, the only concern is to be happy. That's the freedom that's lived without complexes. Because living here isn't just a dream, it's a mindset you can cultivate starting today. That emotional abundance that comes from investing in experiences that enrich your soul forever.